not sick of our song. For real, I'm not. Are you sick of that song yet? It's about to get crazy?
Not one bit.
Like, I'm not. I think that's a good song.
Let's play it 5 more years, Ballgame.
Right? I do. I'm in. I think Greg even likes it over there, right?
Absolutely.
It's a cool intro song for a radio. I remember when Prater, I remember when we had a meeting. I think I had just interviewed for the gig, or maybe I had just been informed that I was offered this position. And we got together. We were pouring tequila shots. I think you were the first one that ever introduced me to pineapple juice as a chaser for a tequila shot.
Nice.
Seriously, I think you're the first one that's ever done that.
And still a part of the daily plan.
And I think that same night you taught me how to cure the hiccups.
I do know that one.
Both of them. My girlfriend at the time, you fixed her hiccups.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
That sounds kind of weird, but that sounds like weird. You fixed her hiccups, Prater. But
I did fix her hiccups.
You fixed the hell out of her hiccups, man. And you can get away with them. But, that's when I remember you played me that song. You're like, I'm thinking this. How do you think like this for an open? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I had never heard the song. If I had, it wasn't familiar. And I was like, it's about to get crazy. And I listened to it a few times on my own after me and you met. And then it was like, okay, are we going with this? And yeah, everybody's like, yeah, we're going with it. Okay, cool. And it's still our intro.
That is very true. Although we got to give JP, the old JP, credit. He had the original idea. And throwing that sucker around and then playing it for you that night while your wife was a girlfriend or
hey,
whatever
man,
she was.
I'm not you.
Hiccuping over my sink, my bathroom sink.
I have to say, I do enjoy the Idaho Sports Talk love life banter between the eligible bachelor of all times in Ballgame and Prater and his 3 marriages. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It is Prater on wife number 3. It is the gift that keeps on giving.
And I like to ask you guys questions about your dating life between commercial breaks. So I got the scoop about an hour ago. So
the dude who picked up his tickets today, he won tickets to Boise State Grand Canyon yesterday on this show. And today, in 20 minutes, Greg's going to give 2 more winners away, I believe. But the guy asked me when he was picking up the tickets and we were small talking, and he asked me about that girl. He asked me about my dating life. He's like, what, things work out with that girl you took to that basketball game? I'm like, man, like, come on. So Greg is right on that. But from what I'm hearing, Greg over there is in love, Mike Prater. That's what I'm hearing around the office.
Well, okay.
Gregor is in love, and I don't know where the segment's going. No, it's not.
We're 3 minutes in.
No, we can't. But Gregor, you are in love.
Both of you just keep on doing what you're doing.
Let's do this. Blue Ice Vodka. We love you. We'll talk to you about you in a second, but legit, how long do you expect Leon Rice to be your basketball coach, Bronco Nation? Years? What year exactly? 208-424-9300. How long is Leon going to be here at BSU? I don't see him coaching another basketball program. Unless it's like some high school and his grandkids and he's only doing it because he's hooking people up with a favor. I think this is going to be it for him. And I think he's got 5, 6, 7, 8 more years here at Boise State. I really do believe that. And I honestly think he's going to win a tournament game at some point. I'll say, if you keep, at some point, Leon's going to get it. Hopefully it's the next one. Hopefully, heck, it's even this year. But I don't see Leon. You said it earlier. He's not the sexiest of candidates. And I get it. If another fan base signed Leon, they're not going to run around and say, "Oh my God, winning is going to come."
No,
get ready to go to some Sweet 16s. It's not going to be that. But he is a hell of a coach. He's had a damn good career, and I think he's going to be here until basically he wants to, or they have one of those talks, and it's going to be a different AD. There's no way Jeremiah is here when Leon does call it quits. And I don't think there's a way Jeremiah calls it quits with Leon. It would have to really go south.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. 100% agree with that. Not going to happen. Boise State, Leon Rice, lifer. Last time I said lifer, Brian Harsin bit me in the ass, and it didn't even come close. So I be careful. I'm careful of that. But in this particular case, I think I'm with you, Ballgame. I think we can build another case that Leon Rice is a lifer. If he does have this magical season, if he does win an NCAA tournament game, it won't be this year. I think that Leon Rice might create some kind of attention. What is he, 62 years old? He's still young enough in a coaching profession that's going to take coaches until 60, 70 years old, 65, 70 plus years old. So, and Leon Rice, by the way, unless, and I need to check this to make sure that there wasn't a 1-year rollover, but Leon Rice is under contract through March of 2030. March of 2030. He's under contract, and it might be 31. I'll go check that between the commercial break to make sure that there wasn't some kind of crazy rollover. That used to be in there. I need to confirm that. But I know for a fact he is certainly under contract through March of 2030. Could be 2031. At that point, what is he, 66, 67 years old? And, he's young. He's 45. He works out every single day, as in every single day, 365 days a year. He's done it for 15 consecutive years. He may have missed a day or two this year. That story we'll tell one day down the road. But Leon Rice is comfortable here. He's the second highest paid state employee in the entire state of Idaho, behind Spencer Danielson, making $1.25 million or $1.1 million this year. It will go up, not a lot, not big raises, probably about what he's worth. He's comfortable. He likes to hang out by the river. He lives down by the river. He likes to hang out with his buddies, likes basketball. He likes family. He likes a beer every now and then. Boise gives him everything that he wants when it comes to professional challenges and personal comfort. I think Leon Rice is here for a lifer.
I like Surf City Bill here on the YouTube channel. He gives us the Prater line. Leon will leave when his wife tells him he's done.
I like that line. I like that line. And Robin, I'm guessing, I don't know her that well, but I'm guessing she very much loves living in Boise, Idaho.
I'm sure she does. Now, I could see this. Okay. Max works his way up through coaching. Max eventually gets a gig, and Leon does kind of the Dan Hawkins deal. We're seeing a lot of that now.
I'm not saying that that wouldn't happen, but is Boise State basketball the kind of program that should be doing that? I mean, it's
no. Max isn't at Boise State. I'm saying he gets a gig anywhere. Max might be at Cal State Fullerton, and Leon's not coaching, or he's ready to step down and go be with Max full time as an assistant or whatever the case is. Maybe he would, to stay in the game, he would do that. But no, Greg, I'm not giving Max Rice the head coaching position at Boise State men's basketball today. Okay. Not yet. Maybe one day I will. But that's not going to be today. That would be, that'd be interesting. 208-424-9300 on the Taco Bell hotline. How long is Leon Rice going to be the basketball coach here at Boise State? His contract is 4 more years after this one. And I don't know if that means does he still have the automatic rollover?
That's what I needed to go check in the contract.
Yeah.
I need to double check that. I don't think so, but I'll go double check that.
Okay, let's get to the Taco Bell hotline. Jeff in Boise coming through. Appreciate the call. Let's talk Boise State hoops. Jeff, how long, as a Boise State basketball fan, do you expect Boise State to keep Leon Rice and have Leon Rice coaching his basketball program?
Well, first of all, Happy New Year, gentlemen.
Too late.
I just got finished with an emergency root canal surgery, and I am miserable, and I'm very unhappy, but I have your radio show to keep me company for the next little while, which is awesome. Look, I believe that we have an athletic department right now that's big into sales. They're trying to sell energy, momentum, and right now they're having to do that in the basketball program a little bit with smoke and mirrors. They came out with the reseeding announcement at, I think, one of the worst possible times to sort of tell people about it. And the big question becomes, can Leon generate enough energy around the basketball program moving into the new Pac-12 to keep this thing going? I personally believe that if we find ourselves 5th, 6th place the next couple years in the Pac-12, which is an absolute possibility, I can see this administration moving on from Leon. It probably won't fire him. They'll probably just say, it's time for a change, and it'll be graceful and it'll be ceremonial and all of those sorts of things. If Leon and company can continue to recruit the way they've recruited the last couple years, which I think has gotten a lot better, and can actually contend for the top 2-3 spots in the new Pac-12 conference, I think he's here as long as he wants to be here.
Appreciate the call. There's Jeff in Boise. Michael Forrest, Prater, what do you think on that one?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think Jeremiah Dickey's going to be here year 2 or 3 of the Pac-12 experiment. I think Jeremiah Dickey's down to his last year or 2.
Okay.
I mean, knock on wood and hope I'm wrong there, but I think we can all visualize that happening over the next couple of years. Jeremiah Dickey, to me, is at least here through the red tape ceremony on September 12th, the north end zone.
You think so?
Yeah. He wants to see that dog and pony show. He wants to be in the stadium on that day. I think that's important to him personally.
Yeah, he built that place, man.
Yes.
I would agree completely. He wants to be here for week 1 this year. That's hosting Memphis when they get the new Nez project.
I think Jeremiah Dickey's at Boise State at least through the calendar year of 2026. After that, all bets are off, and certainly 2 or 3 years into the and that's a good thing because he's going to go off and conquer the world somewhere else, and that sucks for Boise and is great for somebody else. But Leon Rice, I mean, it makes points, and Leon Rice, he has done a better job of recruiting, and this fan base gets frustrated with Leon Rice, but I think this basketball fan base also has a little bit lower standards than the football. Leon Rice can be 3rd or 4th or 5th in the new Pac-12 for a couple of years, and there'll be some rumblings and Leon Rice haters. I get it, but I'm not sure that that would be enough to get that guy fired.
I think that's a good point about the lowering of the different standards. I think that if you're Leon Rice and you're in some ways kind of happy over the fact that, Boise State has always been a football school first, and basketball, you can kind of, hang out and win your 20 to 25 games and be your 3rd or 4th in the Mountain West and maybe now Pac-12 and be on the NCAA bubble. And most of the fans, some, like you said, haters, and some might be bitter about it. And then you might have 60 to 70% of the fan base that says, okay, well, I'll direct my anger towards football when I want to be angry about something, and I'll just take my bubble season every year in basketball and not complain about it. So from that standpoint, if you're Leon, if he can get 7 more seasons like that and get into his early 70s and then call it a career, seems reasonable.
And it's not, I mean, Ryan Leaf, it's not like Boise State fan is like Ryan Leaf with the CFP and just don't care about basketball.
No.
But they care enough to get angry when they don't get the results they want. And basically, it's just one thing. It's they want a tournament win at some point, and this is going on close to 20 years, and they still haven't been able to do that. And we'll see. I think Leon can do it eventually. I think he will. I hope it's this year. I hope they rally and they win some games and can win the Mountain West tournament and get in this thing. And I hope they're an upper echelon Pac-12 basketball program. And you're gonna miss on some kids. You're gonna hit on some kids. It's a year-to-year thing now, Prater, and that's where it is. That place is going to be rocking on Saturday when Utah State comes in, though. It will be. It'll feel like March.
They better win tomorrow.
Good question. Good point. I mean, I don't know if they have to, but you're right. That'll certainly help, Gregor.
Yeah, but Leon, that's the problem. That's the frustrating problem. Leon Rice has 3 or 4 of those games every year at home, and they put 10, 11, 12,000 in there. And he's winning more now than he was before. Before, he wasn't even winning those games. At least he's winning some of those games now, but it's still not producing the direct result at the end of the season that you want. So,
I got to say, I have enjoyed as I go through my first basketball season. I come into some of our meetings and say, "Oh, they looked really good one night," and then a week later, what was that in Reno the other night or whatever? And then Prater was just like, "Well, this is a Leon Rice season."
That's what he does, man. That's what he does.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he does, and it's frustrating at times. And the part of the problem is, there's the 47 negative Nancys on social media that you follow, Ballgame, that create all the noise when it comes to Leon Rice. The problem with me is more apathy than that. And it's not apathy because there really isn't apathy, but I mean, 50% of the fan base down there has been the fan base for 50 years. That's why half those seats are empty for late night games. That's why half the stadium will be empty tomorrow night because Boise State basketball's fan base is on the older side. And I'm one of you. So I get it, guys. I absolutely get it. And I think that they just go with the misses and the family and just enjoy a good night out of quality basketball. Leon Rice gives us a quality product. It's just not an elite product. And we can go to that place 10, 15 times a year and be entertained and know that this is a good guy running a great program. It's clean, it's friendly, it's smart. It checks all the boxes that you want, except the 2 that drive me crazy, the inconsistencies and the lack of postseason production. And I'm not sure that 50-year-old fan base feels that they need to have those two things.
All right, keep sharing your thoughts, and let's move to football, where Boise State wide receiver and the second 5-star recruit ever to come to Boise State, Chris Marshall, is no longer. He is in the transfer portal. I need calls on this. Am I in the wrong here to think this is a big loss? Chris Marshall gone from this team. Their most athletic wide receiver, 500 receiving yards? No more Chris Marshall. How big a deal is this to Boise State football? Call 208-424-9300. Prater in the ball game.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.